Glasses. No, you don't get any of your glasses.
Ah, there we go. Now it's on.
Gotta turn that on.
Am I supposed to be speaking right
Yes.
now? Oh, okay.
You've done this enough, Matthew. Gee whiz.
Didn't have my headphones on.
Jump in Jehoshaphat.
Normally you do an like, hey, let's do a mic test.
That's true, but I'm not hosting.
Oh, that's right. Throw all the duties out the window.
Yeah, it's totally not my responsibility
I have
today.
to change my intro because Casey's actually here in the studio. The monster.
You could do it. I'll just not say anything.
And then all of a sudden you'd be like, hey guys. I've been here the whole time.
No, I'll just go with it anyways. I'll just go with my same intro. I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to leave it.
All right. Well, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Department of Defense. This is episode 113. Casey is out of town this week with relatives in South Dakota. Some of you may recognize South Dakota as being one of the United States' leading providers of dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, Casey made it in the studio.
Hey, I'm here, guys. Woo! Look at me go. I'm here.
I don't know about that joke, Carlos.
That's a pretty bad joke.
I'm sorry. I'm not actually
It's
sorry.
okay. You
I don't
tried.
care.
You tried.
I don't
Not
think you're
very
sorry
hard.
at all.
So, what's everybody doing with their week?
Well, Carlos, you forgot one very important thing.
What?
You need to thank our patrons.
Yeah, I was going to do that right before the news.
You should do it right at the top of the show.
Fuck you. I'll do it my way. I'm hosting.
It's my way or the highway, Casey. I mean, it's Carlos's way or the highway.
So, what have you guys been doing with this week? Besides, Casey going to South Dakota.
Did you really only go for like today and then come home, or did
we
you
went
leave
Friday
Okay,
night,
I was
but-
gonna say.
Yeah. No, it's 6 hours each way.
Yeah.
That'd be a brutal
So
day.
you-
Hey, grandma, bye, grandma.
Yeah.
You spent a whole day there, and then
Yeah,
pretty
spent a
much-
whole day there. It was South Dakota.
yeah.
There's not really a whole lot exciting that goes there. Drank some beer, shot some guns.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the just South Dakota things, you know?
Yeah. That's just what they do there.
Yeah.
All day long.
That
Every
that literally is all they do. We went to the Red Hog, which is the only bar in a 20-mile radius, and it was
Was it a bar?
it was a bar. It was a bar / convenience store
Yes.
because they don't have one of those either.
That is,
So, yeah, when you have to get some milk, you might as well have a beer. Or...
yeah, no, they had milk and candy and juice,
you can get drunk and get all your grocery shopping done in one place.
Yeah. pretty much. It was
don't know if
it's
that's a good thing.
unique to say the least.
How about you, Matt? What you've been up to?
I've been slowly going through with Lost. It's pretty fun. I'm happy I'm finally watching it.
So you had never seen it before?
I watched the first season when it first aired, and then I just had no interest in it when it was airing. I
Yeah.
don't know. So yeah, I didn't have internet, so I borrowed season 2 from you guys, and I'm whoosh done. And now I have internet, so I can watch it. Then yesterday was River Falls' annual pub crawl, and holy Hannah, was it busy downtown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was the invite on the event page is like 1,900 and 1,700 people accepted it.
Oh
And
wow.
I think they sold like 1,400 T-shirts for it, which has like the check marks on the back of it. So yeah, it started at like 1 o'clock and just came in waves at Emma's, and like nowhere to walk for at least 3 or 4 hours.
Wow, that's insane.
That sounds
Good
like
tips all day.
You had to split it 3 ways, so it wasn't the greatest tip
Oh,
day ever.
And I
But yeah,
suppose
you needed
everybody-
the 3 people to be there for sure.
I
And
suppose having since people were hitting so many bars, they probably might not have been leaving as large tips as they probably would have.
oh no, they were tipping really well. Like
Oh,
we
yeah?
got at least $1. Well, they usually left their quarters are at least $1 to $5.
Right.
But yeah, just having to split it 3 ways sucks. But yeah, then Bubba's Chicken, they've been in town quite a bit lately. They have a food truck now.
Oh, I thought they just kind of disappeared. dropped
No,
off
yep,
the
they
face
have a
of the
food truck, and they mostly do cities. But yeah, they've been here for all the like bluegrass festival. They're here
Oh,
last
okay.
weekend, and then this weekend they've been here for that.
But I thought that the Bubba's chicken wasn't very good.
It's great when you're drunk.
Oh, it's the greatest.
There's-
You should have seen that line outside of that food truck.
There's a lot of things that are good when you're drunk.
like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Can't eat Taco Bell
I
sober.
don't. But yeah, I was, and then I went around town for a little bit to see what was up, and just like, oh my god, it's madness.
Just all the people
All the
doing
people,
all the things.
all the things. So yeah, that's
Cool.
about it.
Very cool.
Well, with my week, I played Bloodborne, finished Bloodborne, which is a PS4 game that I've been playing in my free time when I get a
Is
chance.
that the one with the silly looking main character? That what is he has like a face covered up or something with a giant coat type thing?
He looks like a reject from the colonies.
Okay.
No, it's the one where you just run around dying over and over again by fighting giant monsters.
Okay, what's it called?
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
It's fun. It's difficult and challenging. I also finished watching Daredevil. It was amazing, I thought.
I also finished Daredevil.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some more Daredevil.
I'm
You got a year to wait.
Yeah,
It was like,
but
but
I
it
gotta
was,
get Ultron at the end of this movie.
Oh yeah,
so-
I know
Yeah.
Bloodborne now. Yeah, I watched the trailer and I was like, nope, not for me.
it was I found that Daredevil was really well. Besides, of course, being good, it really made me like that. It really felt like a 9-hour movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
It did a good job of doing that, and just like,
But it was 13 episodes.
I was 13, so yeah, that would have been 11 hours.
Well, they're 52-minute episodes.
Yeah, so closer to 11 hours then.
Okay.
Give me a break. I'm tired.
So much fun, is it, Carlos?
Well, this whole week, my allergies have just been trying to kill me. It's like all plant life is trying to murder me constantly.
Well, maybe
It's like
if
my
you-
immune system is just punching me in the face.
Do you have some Allegra?
I was taking something. I am not supposed to take it more than once every 24 hours. So I've been taking it once every 12 hours.
Are you still taking the little like Wallatin stuff?
Yeah.
You should go get some more powerful stuff.
more powerful stuff?
Yeah. I think I might have some. I'll look. But yeah, no, the more powerful stuff. That's
Oh, yeah?
good shit. That destroys allergies.
Claritin's good too.
It's gotten to the point where I can't even sleep well. I just like wake up every 45 minutes, like, oh God, why? But yeah, that's been my week.
Cool.
So before we move on to the beer tasting, which we'll get to as soon as Matt pops that bottle off.
Oh,
open.
sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. You didn't know what was coming up, right?
No, not a clue.
So we want to thank our black belt supporters, Dale Littlejohn and Zachary Zablowski, for helping keep the lights on in our studio. So thanks, guys.
What
Thanks a
is
lot.
Patreon, Carlos?
Patreon is a way that people can just show their appreciation for our various Blind Ninja Studios works. The link is right there on our website on blindninjastudios.com, where you can, of course, just look for us on Patreon itself. Or you just give it like as little like $1 a month. And it all adds up if a bunch of people do it. It's just that Dale Littlejohn and Zachary Zablowski are our black belt supporters, so they get a little shout out on the show.
Your face looks weird with that beer. Oh, I suppose I can introduce the beer, seeing as I brought it. I went to Divine today, and I was looking around. There's a few I liked. And I was like, oh, Grateful Dead are kind of cool. Let's pick this one. It's Dogfish Head's American Beauty. It's an Imperial Pale Ale brewed with almond honey granola. Yeah.
It's interesting. Part of it maybe because I just brushed my teeth.
Maybe.
And so I'm not getting the best flavor out of it. but you can taste there's a sweetness there that's intriguing.
Huh. I'm sorry, I still have to
Ooh.
taste a little bit more.
I kind of like it. On the bottle itself, it says, "What's the best way to capture 30 years or more of 100 live albums and 2,300 shows? Let the loyal fans drive the recipe." So they asked thousands of different fans of Dogfish Head and Grateful Dead what they should put in it, and it said granola was the top pick.
Huh.
It was the main course and millions of parking lot meals, and is a sweet and toasty compliment to an all-American hop and barley. There's something different about a Dead show. Whether you saw 1 or 100, you felt it. The only way, if only you could have bottled it.
And then they did.
And then they did.
I enjoy this. I do enjoy this.
Yeah, it's different from the normal pale ales you're drinking all the time.
I'm not picking up that granola in
Yeah.
there, but
It's that sweeter tone to it.
I thought that was like the honey. part of
So
it.
I have a slight problem with Dogfish Head, where most of their beers are like okay, but they're not great, and they have this huge like cult following where everyone's like, "Oh my god, Dogfish Head is
You
the
were
greatest
part of
thing."
that cult for
I
a
was.
while,
I
until
was.
they started going everywhere.
Yeah, and now it's like okay.
No, you're a hipster. I liked them before they were cool.
No, it's not even that. It's I wanted to try Dogfish Head because I heard so many nice things
Yeah.
about them, and then I actually got my hands on it and I was disappointed. So it's not that I love Dogfish Head. I don't think I've ever loved Dogfish Head. I was just excited about them.
I don't know. What about that one amazing Dogfish Head beer that I had got just completely?
Midas Touch.
I just got so wasted.
That one was great because there was a price mix up and you were getting it for stupid cheap.
That was
It was
great.
like an 11% beer you're getting for
Yeah.
$2 a bottle or something.
Yeah, they didn't have the price under. They have it on their shelf of all the
Mhm.
different beers. They didn't have the price under it, so it's like, oh, it must just be another like $7 one next to it. No, it was like 14.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could drink an entire pint of this.
Yeah, like I don't think I could drink that whole bottle
No,
at all.
Mm-mm.
well, 3 of us can.
Yep.
Using the power of teamwork.
Teamwork.
So I guess it's time to move on to the news since I think we've finished out the beer sub segment.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with
Carlos.
Yeah. Students at Fairview High School in Boulder, Colorado, were willing to try anything to extend their spring break, up to and including checking Molotovs into the school.
What?
No one was hurt, and the only damages were a broken window and a partly burned bench.
These kids are bad at two things. One, extending their spring break.
Now, however, the students who participated in the strike were suspended for 10 days, so congratulations, their crazy like a fox plan worked. They firebombed their way to a longer spring break.
Yeah, but they firebombed poorly.
Yeah.
Like there was no actual destruction.
Well, it would have been worse, like their punishment, but like the damage wasn't that bad. Like seriously, they had it all fixed up like a couple hours later, all the damages, and they had checked beforehand to make sure there's nobody there. There were no cars in the parking lot. So otherwise, it would have been worse.
So wait, they intentionally firebombed it bad enough just.
You know, it does seem that way. Like it seems like they did it just right. They also like mathematically figured out like, all right, this is just the amount of damage we have to do. So yeah, 10
Why
extra
even
days.
firebomb it at that point? Why not just start a garbage can fire in the middle of the hallway
I don't know.
and
Maybe
break a window?
Did you hear about the girl that got gang raped on the beach in Panama City during spring break? And there was like hundreds of people around and nobody stopped it. She didn't find out that it happened to her until the video went going around on those amateur porno sites.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's horrible.
I know. That was on the news the other day, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Wow, how do we go from harmless firebombing to
Because that
that?
spring break, I thought that's what I thought of.
Okay.
I don't think that's what they were doing.
no,
Their
but-
spring break.
They were trying to extend their spring break, and then you said spring break, so that's what I thought of. And I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, my mind generally doesn't just jump to dark places like that.
When you say spring break, you think of like fucking crazy thing in Cancun going on. Like that's what I think of anyway.
I just think
Yeah.
of a week
And
off.
so then, Because you didn't
'Cause
have
I'd
a
be so
life when you
bored.
were a child.
What do you mean
now.
when he was a child?
That's true.
Good news down in Utah. The penis of Hurricane the Bull, which is a statue, has been returned to its rightful place. That's right,
Wait.
the penis.
The penis
the
of the
bull.
statue.
Hurricane Barista's owner, which is the
Hurricane
restaurant.
barista.
Yeah, the name of the bull apparently is Hurricane, and the name of the restaurant is Hurricane Barista. The owner took it off the party hat shaped phallus that was on the statue at the top of the building, but put it back up due to customer demand. I looked at some of his statements, and he seems kind of crazy.
Wait, hang on. So the penis wasn't stolen.
No,
It
no,
was taken off intentionally.
yeah, he took it off
And
intentionally.
it shaped like a party hat?
Yes, it is. It is literally shaped like a party hat.
Like, how prominent is this party hat penis?
Rather prominent. Rather prominent.
Is it like polka dotted too? With a
No,
little
no, no.
tassel
It's
at
like
the end?
it's like a bronze color.
Okay.
He also seems to be having some sort of infighting problems with the local government there, to the point he thinks that they're all jealous of the success of his business, things like that.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a party hat penis.
And he put it back up. One of the reasons, besides just customer demand, was he wanted to show that he would not back down to the local government.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of weird. Kim Jong-un is at it again. Not content with his impressive list of accomplishments, Kim has reportedly climbed the North Korean mountain of Paktu. That may not be right, but that's close enough. The highest mountain in all of North Korea.
Which means
Best
it's also
Korea.
the highest mountain in the world.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Climbing.
Pet
and
2, K2.
He is quoted as saying, climbing Mount Paktu provides precious mental problem, more powerful than any kind of nuclear weapon.
Problem?
Yep. Mental problem.
What the fuck is a problem?
No, no.
I want problem.
He
Give me problem.
he was, but his statement, of course, is referring to his victory over gravity. Of course.
Of course. I mean,
And
he
the
destroyed
fictional-
the crap out of
And
gravity.
just he wanted to show off the fictional mental problem to the world. No word yet on how this will affect unobtainium
Are you
prices.
sure he's just not trying to say problem?
Mental. I think he might have
Mental
been trying to
problem?
say metal. But even it was even in his own the newspaper that he was talking to, they literally said mental. So I don't know.
No.
Mental problem.
Yeah, like problem. Is he trying to say problem in an Asian accent?
I have mental problem.
Provides precious mental problem, more powerful than any kind of maybe. I can see that now. A man was charged with robbing a woman at an ATM with a knife, but he claims that he's mostly innocent of two similar recent incidents, claiming that someone had given him the information that this was an easy way to get money, which is, of course, the robbing somebody with a knife at an ATM.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He's not wrong. It is an easy way to get money.
The man claims he's being framed for the previous robberies because there was a couple similar
So
ATM robberies.
he's admitting fault of this robbery, but the other one, no,
Yeah.
that wasn't me.
Yeah, exactly. Because somebody told him that this was a good way, and now he thinks he's being framed. So, on another news, if you're worried about the FBI cutting your internet and sending in undercover agents to fix it and spy on
I thought
you,
you raised your hands. You're just itching your head.
worry
Is
no
that
longer. A federal judge has thrown out evidence that was collected in an FBI's investigation into an online illegal bookmaking ring about the World Cup. And while most of the men that were caught took plea deals, one of the men is getting away with it because apparently you can't just cut the internet off to a place and send in phony internet people to replace it.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, I guess the FBI is not getting away with it this time. Next time they just won't ask.
They would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling lawyers.
Yeah. But when's that ever stopped anybody?
Never.
The Grand Canyon, a breathtaking geological wonder.
America's butt crack.
Future home of a shopping mall.
What?
Investors are pushing with paying off the local Navajo leaders to acquire land to build their symbol of capitalism, which will include a tram taking people from the edge of the canyon down to the floor, in addition to an IMAX theater, stores, a museum, and stadium seating. Along with the stadium seating, there will also be a river walk.
The fuck?
Do we really need to commercialize the Grand Canyon?
Leave it alone.
Like, it's a hole in the ground, guys. We don't need to build a
Still.
shopping mall at the bottom
Yeah.
of it.
Now, the Colorado River is not exactly in a great shape nowadays. But if you're worried that this grand plan may not come to fruition, just keep in mind that last week a federal judge overturned a 20-year ban on uranium mining just a couple miles away from the canyon's edge. So just because the Colorado River is one of our most endangered rivers, that does not mean it does not need a mall.
I mean, if it really helps the river's self-esteem,
Yeah.
let's give it a mall.
I think what's
Like,
going to end up happening
If
is
it makes
that,
the river a happier river.
you have these two things. You have this uranium mining going on, like that they want to get started up again, and then you have these people who want to build a mall.
Mhm.
I think it's good. I don't think they can work together at the same area. So what's going to probably happen is like the people building the mall will push the money to get the uranium mining put down, but they'll get their mall. So I think that mall's going to happen.
I don't know. That's just disgusting.
It
want a
is.
mall
I
then.
do
That
agree.
is so disgusting.
I agree. I do
It's,
not want a mall
it's,
there.
it's not a good thing.
No.
And there shouldn't be a tram. If you want to get to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, you need to walk your fat ass down the
Yeah.
Grand Canyon.
Like that's
Or ride a donkey like God intended.
That's like a world wonder there. That I mean, sure, it's a giant hole in the ground, but it's
Yeah,
a
no,
massive hole.
Yeah.
But like, seriously, what a mall?
It's one of our major national resources, like, just vistas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, why are we? It's like somebody going to Devil's Tower, looking up at it and be like, let's put them all on the top of that
Yeah.
shit.
Jesus.
Guys, can we just put billboards along the side of it?
Oh God.
And I just want to put a giant tower on top.
Yeah. Right.
Well, good landing platform for the aliens.
And finally, in a story that hits a little closer to home, a bar in Maple Grove, Minnesota, was caught selling New Glarus's Spotted Cow,
Oh, shit.
Yeah. a beer that many of us Wisconsinites are aware is distributed only in Wisconsin.
What's their punishment?
I don't know yet. I'm assuming that.
Do they have to
that
chug PBR?
they probably already were doing that beforehand. But so I'm assuming that they probably had that Spotted Cow taken away from them. But the
You
manager
get
had
fined for selling it and where
Mhm.
it can't be sold.
I mean, you
to.
could potentially lose your liquor license, too.
the manager had purchased the kegs of Spotted Cow at the Casanova liquor store in Hudson,
Oh, really?
and was not licensed to transport or import the alcoholic beverages for the purpose of resale. So
There's no self-redistribution
no,
across state lines.
there's not.
Man, I can't. That's wild. I can't believe somebody did that.
Yeah, it's kind of I can't blame him. I do enjoy Spotted Cow every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that the end of your?
that is the end of our news.
I have a couple of news
All right.
stories that I grabbed on Friday. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick here.
I was happy when I was looking for news articles. I found a Reddit subreddit that was not super depressing.
Hey.
So I was glad with that.
All right. Let's see. Which one of these are like just really good? All right. So here's one that's just been bothering me all week, and I was waiting for the show so I could talk about it. You guys might have heard, like Hillary Clinton announced her bid for the 2016 presidency on Sunday, I think it was,
Sure.
and on Monday she went to Chipotle.
Yeah.
This made national news. Her going to Chipotle. It was ridiculous. The New York Times published an article called Hillary Clinton's Chipotle order above average, where they spent almost 1,000 words talking about her order, and it boiled down to they don't know what she ordered.
That's the
Wow.
best article ever.
Right. The Wall Street Journal released a story called Clinton bypasses centrist Taco Bell for liberal Chipotle.
What?
Yes. I didn't know,
What does
like,
Fox News say or something like
I-
that?
Well, maybe she skipped over Taco Bell because she didn't want to shit everywhere.
Yeah.
well, no, she was definitely making a political statement with her burrito choice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. On Wednesday, Bloomberg broke the story that she didn't leave any money in the tip jar at Chipotle.
Does anybody?
I do.
I've never left.
I don't pay
Why?
with cash.
I don't know.
I don't pay
I
with
get tipped at every day at Emma's. I'm obligated to tip.
No, you're not.
I feel
That's
like
like tipping your McDonald's worker.
yeah, I could care less.
No, like I pay with a card. I'm not gonna reach in my wallet and dig out money for.
I pay with cash, so.
Like I can understand that if you're paying with cash. Oh, I have some change. There it goes.
Then later last week, Politico did a profile on all of the workers at that Chipotle.
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, they did political profiles on all of the workers at that Chipotle.
That is so stupid.
Yep. And then Jeb Bush came out and said in an official press release, "I don't need to go to Chipotle."
What?
Because Jeb Bush wants to run for president as well.
Well, yeah.
And so he came out and said, "I don't need to go to Chipotle."
All right.
The 2016 race is going to be
Yes,
awesome.
What
guys.
the fuck?
I hope that all of their arguments about stupid shit like this. I mean, this
God.
that'd be great.
This is like Saturday Night Live written all over it.
I can't believe that this wasn't an SNL sketch.
Oh, there's I was when I was looking for news stuff, I also saw like there was a video of Hillary pulling into a. I was watching Jon Stewart, and it was like Hillary pulling into some random place and her like she's going around in a van right now,
Mhm.
and like all these reporters are just running across the lawn to try to get a glimpse of her walking from the van to the building.
Uh-huh.
And there was a lot of them. Like at first, it just looked like there was a couple reporters, but nope, there was a stampede of people right behind them. It was insane.
What a shit show. Our political system's gonna be is, but she bought a fucking burrito, guys. This is not a week's
got
worth of
lunch.
news. This is not a week's worth of news coverage. And I don't care if you're if you view like her politics are all. She got fucking lunch, man. Let it be. It doesn't mean anything except that like millions of other Americans, she likes burritos.
Chipotle's pretty damn good.
I can see it next week. This headlines will be Hillary passes over Subway for Quiznos.
You know
What does it mean?
You know what? This was probably just Chipotle putting a bunch of money into something to sell it because now I want a Chipotle.
Well, I always want a Chipotle.
Yeah, but now that we started talking about it, I thought about it. Now I really want Chipotle.
I was planning on getting Chipotle anyway, so this really doesn't change.
I was going to Chipotle after the show anyway, so this doesn't mean anything
No.
anymore.
Not at
This
all.
has nothing to do with anything, but last night I got done with the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which is a dumb show, but I laughed. And I started one called Scrotal Recall.
Hey, I watched the first episode of
What
that.
did you think of it?
I thought it was fairly entertaining.
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes long, so I'm like, these are going pretty quick. They're only 24 minutes, and I looked, I'm like, oh shit, there's only 6 episodes. I'm already almost done. But yeah, so basically, it's about a guy who gets chlamydia and has to call all his past relationships, and each episode's like his like sexual thing that happened with the girl, and it's hilarious.
It's pretty good.
British humor.
Oh, British people.
Scrotal Recall. When I saw
Yeah.
that, I was like, really? What?
I read an article. I don't remember where it was, but they were like, so Netflix has this show called Scrotal Recall now, and it just kind of opens up all these doors for Arnold Schwarzenegger dick puns. And so they were listing all of the new Netflix shows that are all based on his dick. So
Yeah, I texted Kelsey that I started that show, and I had to reiterate, yes, it is called Scrotal Recall.
yeah,
That is
it was
it.
pretty good.
Typing that out is hilarious.
All right, Carlos, what's our discussion topic?
All right. Well, since we actually have 2 people in the studio that weren't me, I thought it was just going to be me and Matt. So Casey's got on a short vacation to South Dakota, and I don't know I don't know how much we've covered this in the shows before, but I kind of just hate vacations. Period. Like just going places. But I want you guys to try to sell me just give me like as a tour. Where do you think I should go for vacations that I would actually enjoy?
Well, obviously, you hate everywhere, so you
Not well,
No, I think we can do this. I think we can do this.
What was my tourist like? What
All
are
right,
those
Carlos. There is a place. It's about 2.5 hours away, and it's the largest candy store in Minnesota.
Now, why would I want to go that far just for candy?
Name a type of candy that you haven't had in a really long time that you like. Think back to when you were a kid. Everyone has like that piece of candy that they had that was just amazing, and they've never like been able to find it since, or it's really hard to find. They have that candy.
Okay.
They have candies from all over the world. They have Japanese candy. They have
I just want a box.
Australian
I just
candy.
want a box of Nerds.
See, that's the biggest thing.
all I want right now.
Okay, they also have so many different kinds of root beer. You like root beer, right? Well, they have hundreds of different kinds of root beer.
When it all boils down to it, most root beer is pretty much the same.
Okay. They also make homemade candies there too.
That sounds
And
horrible.
they have jams as well.
Well, I'm sorry. When I hear homemade candies, I think of saltwater taffy. If you guys ever,
They have taffy.
well, no, I
What's wrong
think
with
that
saltwater taffy?
Saltwater taffy is disgusting.
No, it's delicious.
And look at it, it's like weird colors. What flavor is that supposed
They
to be?
also have homemade fudge.
You know what flavor it tastes like? Disappointment.
No, this is not true. This is harder than I thought.
Yeah, I think he should go to like Norway or Sweden, because then there wouldn't be as many trees.
I think you should go to 1930s Germany.
There wouldn't be as many trees,
What?
and it'd be colder, seeing as you keep complaining about the heat.
You know, I don't have see anything wrong.
And
with
they're
this.
very like technology is really huge over there. So I mean, you wouldn't be putting yourself.
So they have like
getting rid of
Wi-Fi
anything.
everywhere.
Yeah,
So I could just like camp out in my.
I think
hotel
you
room.
do really good in Sweden or Norway. I mean, it's really expensive in both. Those
I will
places,
put that
but-
on the maybe list right here.
Oh! Man, see, I thought mine is a day trip, so he doesn't
No, he just
actually
said
have
he
to.
hates vacations, so he's got to find somewhere he wants to go.
Where else would Carlos want to go? I don't. Carlos
Yeah, and
hates
also
everything.
he hates nature. So then basically, yeah, Sweden, Norway, like Oslo would be so cool to visit, and Stockholm.
He could go live with the mole people in New York.
Do they have internet?
Yeah,
Who are, the,
and then you never have to see
so
the sun.
Are the mole people the people who just live in those underground tunnels in
Yeah.
New York? I don't know. I think I want some more. I don't think it'd be a little too claustrophobic.
What do you mean too claustrophobic? You never open the shades on your windows.
Well, that's because they don't stay open very well. And also, if I want to watch something that has a dark lighting on my TV, I don't want any reflection on the screen.
What about Alaska?
Too much nature. There's a lot of trees
But
there.
if you live in one of the main cities, like Fairbanks or Anchorage,
Maybe.
and then you'd also not have to deal with the sun all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for during the summer
Yeah,
when the sun never
it is
goes
all
away.
the time.
Actually, Alaska is home to like one of the coolest towns where they take the only way to get to it is like take this tunnel through a mountain to the other side. And like basically everybody lives in this one apartment building.
So is this a mining town?
No, it just to be like a military spot during World War II.
Okay.
And like now, like there's like this is like everybody just lives in that one building, like that one apartment complex. And like the bottom floor has like the exercise place and the store and stuff like that.
Huh.
So you're just super cut off from
So
everything.
now we know where Carlos wants to go.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, so
But on the other hand,
Carlos wants to go to weird, nifty places that aren't outdoors, and that have internet, and no trees.
Colder.
Yeah.
well, I don't know how much I'd want to just vacation there because that's pretty pointless to just go there for that.
Well, that's what we're trying to sell you.
But
As a
maybe live there
vacation.
for a month. That's a little different.
How's that different than a vacation?
Because you're there for a month.
Yeah, I think that's a little long for a vacation. I think.
Vacation's like a weekend to a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a month could be construed as a
That's
vacation.
why that's going to a sabbatical.
Yeah, that's a little.
I think it's right on the edge.
Right on the edge. Living on the edge.
That's what you need to do, Carlos. A sabbatical.
A sabbatical.
Ooh, I got it, Carlos.
All right.
You get on a train in the cities. You
Right.
get on a nice train car, and you just ride the train all the way around until it comes back.
Now, how long is this track? Like, how?
Oh, it goes around the country.
All right. Is this like a real thing? It does not.
Yeah, no,
sound-
this is you could take an Amtrak around the country.
Do I have to switch trains or anything? Do I have to?
No, you could probably stay on the one train the entire time.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad, except for Wait, but there's gonna be other people on the train, right?
No,
Yes.
you could get a
Well, yeah,
private
you get
train
a private car.
Wait, a whole car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not a whole car. It's
No,
a
but
room on a car.
yeah, a whole like it'd be like a hotel room on a train car.
Well, as long as they have Wi-Fi, I have
Yeah.
no problem with that.
I have Wi-Fi and there's beverages. You can get room service, so people just bring you food.
That sounds amazing. I could call ahead to like the next train stop to have pizza ready to be delivered. That is not a bad idea.
See, this is how we need to think of it. Carlos doesn't actually want to do anything on his vacations.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah,
What,
you'd leave
doing
from
things?
Michigan.
What?
You'd leave from Michigan.
Why? There's an Amtrak station here.
Yeah, but there's an actual thing, America by rail.
Oh, okay.
Amtrak, you'd have to switch trains, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay. So it should do America by rail.
Like, there's not really a
Oh,
whole.
and he could take a train to Michigan.
I don't know if you can actually, unless you switch trains.
Okay, you might have to switch trains. every
It's
so
like
often.
there's Western USA, Eastern USA, Canada.
Okay, so you could do
Alaska.
the West.
All right. Yeah,
There's national parks.
yeah, that's. I'd have to get. Not if I have to get off my train. I won't. National parks.
You don't have to go see the national
No,
park.
I'm like the worst tourist ever. I just I don't even like I. Oh, look at that building. Yeah, that's
Yeah, this
that's
one's
really
about-
something.
It's about 12 days. He started in Chicago and then end in Chicago.
12 days in the train car. I could do that.
Chicago to Sacramento, Yosemite National Park, en route to San Diego to Santa Barbara to Seattle, Seattle to Chicago.
Where is Santa Barbara? Is that
California.
All right, that's where.
Yeah, it's SoCal.
I just always when I see it when I used to see it on when I watched Psych. Whenever they always had like the aerial views and like the ocean was on the right side, so that always threw me off. That like, why is it in Florida? Because
Wait,
I don't
so-
know. I always assume that in like those aerial shots they're looking northward.
Why?
I don't know. Just makes sense.
California one would be cool. Chicago to San
Yeah,
Fran,
well,
San
so-
Fran, Napa Valley.
It would be cool, except he'll never leave the train car.
Well, I have
So-
windows.
All right, I'll wait here for a couple hours.
So what he really needs is just a room that has a window with the changing scenery.
Or just get a giant TV that has like something playing
just
on
a
it.
big loop on it.
Yeah. I could go with that. What, you wouldn't be satisfied with that on a vacation?
No, I wouldn't. First
Oh,
of all, I would be bored by the end of the first day. Just absolutely bored.
Well,
to
that's
tears.
why I'd have to have internet. That's what I wanted. in
Yeah,
the first
but
place.
I can't sit around and watch internet all day for 12 days.
I spend too much time just watching the internet. I guess. I don't know.
All right, Carlos. Here. What would your dream vacation like? If you had you have 14 days to do whatever you want. No money money's not an object. What do you do?
All right. So, day one, I'm home, and I take my cell phone out and then I smash it with a hammer.
Okay, why?
I will then pay somebody to tell all my friends and family that I have passed away, so nobody will try to contact me.
You're a horrible human being.
And then I spend the next 14 days relaxing. I don't know. I might maybe I'd have to get like a cabin or something as long as it has Wi-Fi, so I can like just relax in the sun. Or I don't want to fish so much as I want to have a rod and like the string and the
but with
hook.
nothing on the end of
No,
it.
nothing on the hook. I just want to sit there and relax. I don't want to actually catch anything.
Okay.
And then when it comes back, like, oh yeah, I wasn't really dead.
Why do you need to do the whole telling everybody that you died thing?
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Did you see the look on my mom's face? He just about killed her. It's great.
It was
And then, 14 days later, hey guys, I'm alive.
Carlos, if you told me that you died and then we're gone for 2 weeks, I would find a new roommate. You wouldn't have a place to return to.
so there's some flaws in the plan. People might not take it very well. That whole like you weren't really dead thing that
Yeah.
might not go over.
You
well.
won't have a job when you come back because they'll think you're dead.
Yeah, there's worse things.
You-
Not having a place would probably be worse.
Yeah. I love that. That's the first thing you do is just tell everybody that you're dead.
I don't want to be contacted. That's why I destroyed my cell phone.
With a hammer, you could have turned it off.
Yeah, I could have.
I mean, it's not as dramatic.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta be really melodramatic about it all.
Okay.
Yeah, just smash it, make a statement. I won't have that might be a problem though. Coming back without a cell phone, that could be a problem.
It could be.
Yeah. So I think we've about wrapped up this discussion topic as
All
far
right.
as it'll go.
Ready for some outro music?
Yeah. Well, if you like this show or any of our other Blind to Studios productions, well, besides, you can also you should. I'm sorry.
You want to try that again?
No, they know what I was trying to say, right? If you just go follow us on the Facebook at what is our
Facebook.com/Blind Studios.
So yeah, Facebook.com/Blind Studios, like Casey said. We also have a Patreon that we mentioned earlier in the show, where is a great way to help make us through the month. And also,
Where do they find the Patreon?
Patreon.com. I covered it earlier in the show. Yeah.
/Blind Studios.
Yeah. And also, the link is on our website at blindninjastudios.com. And also, at the bottom of the page on blindninjastudios.com is also a link to our Amazon affiliate link. So, just if you have a bunch of stuff to buy off Amazon, like I do, just use that link and we'll get a tiny cut of the profits. You don't spend anything extra. We just get a little bit of extra money. And I think, does that wrap everything up? I have nothing else?
Well, if somebody has feedback.
Well, if you have feedback, you can either contact us through Facebook, or also you can also send an email to the ninja at blindninjastudios.com.
No, it's feedback at blindninjastudios.com.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just want them to send it directly to your account.
Or you can
Send
send
us
it
a
to
message
Chris
on Facebook.
at blindninjastudios.com.
You
Just
could
send
do
us a
that.
message on Facebook. It's so much easier.
Or send us an email. I like getting emails. It's
Okay.
exciting. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to
say
get
a thing.
email one day. That'd be nice.
Did you mention our Twitter?
Do we actually use our Twitter?
Yes, we use our Twitter.
What is going on?
Carlos is really good at this. I like it.
So yeah, we also have a Twitter.
At blind_ninja, send us a message.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
And until next week, everybody, goodbye.
I'm sorry.
So for a rail pass for Amtrak, it's $500 to $900.
That's not terrible.
Still,
For
on top
14
of
days.
45-day pass to ride the trains. That'd be the $900 one. But then on top of that, you also have to add on every other expense you're gonna do on the train.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's not going to be cheap.
it's Yeah. gonna be
slow.
And the car, like if you're in the car, you're gonna have to pay for every meal.
You bring sandwiches.
45 days of sandwiches.
4 to 5 days.
45 days.
No. Well, you stop in every
I
place and you
suppose.
get more sandwiches. You just buy 8
You won't have a-
every
yeah,
time you
there you
stop.
You probably don't have a refrigerator on you. Oh yeah, and then on top of that, you have the rail pass, but that's probably just riding on the train. You don't get your own card or anything.
Did you know you can buy your own train car, like, and then have it pulled behind trains?
Jeez.
Yeah, you could just buy your own train car.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
We can
but
have
it could be your apartment.
we can have a 4-month tour, and then we'll just record on the train.
That would be such a hassle to switch trains every time.
That's what Mumford and Sons and Edward Sharp and Magnetic Zeros did. They had just hooked up on a train and toured around to like 8 cities.
I feel like that would be awesome. I want a train. Choo choo!
Just partying.
That was the worst show I've done so far as hosting.
You did a good job, Carlos, is what I would say if you did a good job. That's fine. Go eat a burrito. You'll feel better.
You lied to our fan base then.
Yeah, if you don't need to. Oh, I should probably stop.